Moving on now, the stage is set for the next big Modi-Putin Milan in Moscow. That's right. The two world leaders will be meeting next week. The Prime Minister will be visiting Russia on the 8th and 9th of July. He'll be landing in Moscow on the 8th. President Putin of Russia will host a private dinner for the Indian Prime Minister on the day of his arrival. The next day, the Prime Minister will interact with the Indian community in Moscow. He will also be laying a wreath at the tomb of the unknown soldier in the Kremlin. There will also be a restricted level round of talks between Putin and Prime Minister Modi, which will then be followed by delegation-level talks led by the Prime Minister and the Russian President. India-Russia ties, as you know, are of very, very big importance to both countries.
Honorable Prime Minister will pay an official visit to Moscow on 8th, 9th July at the invitation of the President of the Russian Federation for the 22nd Annual Summit. As of now, Prime Minister is scheduled to arrive in Moscow in the late afternoon of 8th July. President Putin will host a private dinner for Honorable Prime Minister on the day of arrival. The next day, Honorable Prime Minister's interactions would include an interface with the Indian community in Russia. These engagements will be followed by a restricted level talk between the two leaders, which will then be followed by delegation level talks led by Honorable Prime Minister and the Russian President.